I just want to share with you a testimony, something that happened to me 2 weeks ago. And the thing is that, believe it or not, life is full of surprises. Life sometimes can be unfair. Maybe because of our recklessness, maybe because of lack of attention, or maybe because of other causes that we just can't stop or we just can't control. But the thing is that the good news is, but during this time, you can experience and you will see the finger of God move the unmovable. Open the doors that we think that it's already closed. And so I just wanted to share this because you might be wondering or you might be experiencing the same thing I've experienced 2 weeks ago. But before I can tell you that story or before I can tell you that testimony, I just want to pause for a moment and just listen to the song for now, because this song talks about God. It talks about who God is and what He can do for you. We'll be right back.
Many are they increased that troubled me. Many are they that rise up against me. Many there be which say of my soul, there is no help for him in God. But thou, O Lord, are a shield for me, my glory and the lifter of my head. Oh, thou, O Lord, are a shield for me, my glory and the lifter of my head. I cried unto the Lord with my voice, and He heard me out of His holy hill. Ooh. I laid me down and slept and awaked, for the Lord sustained, for He sustained me. Thou, O Lord, are a shield for me, my glory and the lifter of my head. Oh, thou, O Lord, are a shield for me, my glory and the lifter of my head. For thou, O Lord, are a shield for me, my glory and the lifter of my head. Oh, for thou, O Lord, are a shield for me, my glory and the lifter of my head. For thou, O Lord, are a shield for me, my glory and the lifter of my head. Whoa, for thou, O Lord, are a shield for me, my glory and the lifter of my head, of my head, of my head, of my head.
James chapter 1 verse 6. But let him ask in faith, nothing wavering. For he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea, driven with the wind and tossed. Again, James is encouraging us that if we ask of God, we have to ask Him in faith. Nothing wavering. And so 2 weeks ago, we're about to fly to Malaysia to attend this conference, AOY, which stands for Army of Youth. And the day before we fly, we were finalizing all our documents and all our luggages and everything. And lo and behold, we found out that my passport is about to expire in 2 months' time. Now, the thing is, I cannot enter the country, which is Singapore, with the 2 months validity. They need at least 6 months validity. And so we were scrambling, we were panicking, we were stressed out. The stress level has gone so high that it's almost like we can't function. But right there and then, we remember this text to ask God in faith. So we bent our knees, we went on our knees and prayed. We called our relatives, our families in Malaysia, and they prayed there too. They asked the young people to pray for me. We asked my parents-in-law, which is right next door, to pray for me. And that night, we left everything to God. God can only do miracles. The next day we woke up, we went and drive to the American Embassy. We have no appointments at all. And when we got there, we explained our situation and they decided to see us. Number one, that's already a miracle for us because we cannot go into an American embassy without an appointment. And so that's a miracle in itself. And the consulate said, when we were standing there right in front of the consulate, it said, we can process your passport here in this building. And we can give it to you in a short time. We will give it to you today. We are overjoyed. I don't know how to express my joy at that time. Should I jump? Should I yell? Should I scream? But I was overjoyed. Because God have opened the door, which we cannot open. God have taken the situation into a positive one. All of a sudden, our stress level went down and our joy went up. It is only through God's miracles, through the moving of God's hand, that I can get my passport that day. We're about to fly at 4 o'clock. I got my passport in about 30 to 40 minutes time. Isn't that wonderful? If we ask God in faith and not to waver, friends, God will show you the movement of His miracles. He will show you and experience the finger of God move the unmovable. Open the doors that are shut. Guide you through easily. And the thing is that in this situation, I also remember the story in the Bible, which is found in Daniel chapter 3, verse 17 and 18, about the 3 young boys that they were about to be thrown into the fiery furnace. Well, my situation is not a life and death situation. But look and listen to what they say. In verse 17, it says, "If it be so, our God whom we serve is able to deliver us from the burning fiery furnace, and He will deliver us out of thine hand, O king. But if not, be it known unto thee, O king, that we will not serve thy gods, nor worship the golden image which thou hast set up." This is the faith of these 3 young boys. They did not waver. Regardless what the result is, would they be alive or dead, they will stand firm. They trust. They ask God in faith. And so that day, I was thinking to myself, if God did not answer the prayer how I want it to be, how am I going to react? Friends, that day I decided whether I get the passport that day or 3 days' time. It is only by God's wisdom that it will be better for me, whatever the result is. And so if you're going through trials, if you're going through a lot of things, life in general, work, finance, co-worker, relationship, friends, just ask. Ask God, but ask Him in faith and not waver. Don't doubt God. God can do everything. He is ever willing, ever ready to hear you. So ask Him in faith and don't waver. Because when you waver, you're like the sea. You're like a wave in the sea that's being tossed and driven by wind. Wherever the wind blows, you go. Friends, stand firm and ask in faith.
Hey guys, I'm Simon and this is Evan from Hear My Voice Ministries. Thank you for watching this video. If you like what you see, please support us by giving us a like or follow us on Facebook. If you have any suggestions on what you'd like us to cover, please leave a comment and let us know what you think.
And by the way, I would like to invite you to our church. It's called Bandura Seventh-day Adventist Church at 20 Nurong Avenue at Victoria. We would like to have you. We start our service at 9:45 and we end somewhere around 12:30. And we also have free lunch for you. So long. I'll see you next time. God bless.
God bless.